Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Tua here. This will be a video of Little Shakmeh and Big Shakmeh with Valance, and just to show you guys how broken she is in a current team, I don't have another video that will show you any other characters that she will work encounters with. However, we will be showing off a Lockrock in the very first video, Chase up in the second, and there's a mild gimmick to the second video as well because I had too much damage. I literally couldn't get enough stuns off into the phases to save my dear life at 33 and 66%. But without further ado, let me emphasize on a few characters that if you want to make your very first Little Shakmeh team, on characters which you should have. So one of them is Rahartna. And Rahartna is that one character that will allow you to get so much more extra damage onto both the boss and the rest of these monsters. And that is because of a UT4. And with that being said, you get 6 stacks, which means extra critical damage by the S4 Dark, and well, the rest is just history. Another character that I personally like is Glenwiz, but Glenwiz is also used in your eclipses. And once you get a very good Glenwiz, your eclipse will then ramp up super fast as well. A artifact that is highly recommended for Little Shakmeh would be Heart of the Abyss. For one, it reduces attack onto the highest attacker, but two, on every single wave you get a stack up onto attack, and even on a 0-star, you can buff attack. It's absolutely ridiculous. As for the rest of the characters, there's mildly debatable, but the one that I personally like is Fall of Frey, because if you get her shield up to a 4-star S2, UT2 up to a 4-star, then you will be able to just survive anything that will be thrown at you. But then coming over to Big Shakmeh, and well, I'm gonna just show you guys why I'm using this team on full auto, because it can. But let me emphasize why I'm having these characters. So first of all, I got myself Chase because he's a damage dealer, and if you want to have yourself a ranged damage dealer, such as Lockrock in my case, then I would take Chase out, put let's say a Gao in there because he can attack reduce. He can stun a lot if you have way too much damage coming up anyway. And the second character will be Nikki. Nikki is one of those characters that can also attack reduce, but also amp up a lot of physical damage as well. So if you have her soul weapon up to A2, if you were just lucky or you made her for the challenge raid, then she is a pretty good character to use. Plus is one of those characters that is debatable, because for one, he grants physical defense, but physical defense doesn't work on Shakmeh, so why the hell is he even in here? So if I had to take another character, then probably Philip would be better because he attack reduces as well as give extra physical amp. Shakmeh on the other hand grants yourself a lot of survivability, lots of stuns, and that's all you need to know. On the other side of the team, I got myself Lucius, and if you build a dude on full CC resistance, you will be able to survive practically anything because you will be able to cast the S2. However, you will have to get a full CDR onto S2 to make sure that the S2 will be cast 100% of the time. So to crank that one up as well, I got myself Evan on an Undispellable Shield S3. This also means that you highly have to invest into these characters, but in all fairness, because I'm running Rahartna, all of my cooldowns get reduced by a significant amount, which then in turn allow me for 100% uptime on CC immunity. Then Valance just kicks the bucket and gives you even more CC resistance because, well, she has her S2, she has her S1, which both give CC immunity, but if you get her to A2, then she will reduce the cooldowns of the rest of your characters as well. So even without having CC resistance onto my side team, I'm still having enough CC resistance by just adding all these skills together. But here's the dumb part, I could not get the stun in. And well, there is one easy fix for this. So once you have too much damage for this, you can obviously switch out a character to then grant yourself some more stuns. But I got myself a very neat piece that I can always use, and you basically just gotta look for it. You could say, oh, but why didn't you just lower your damage? Well, the seal chain of whatever the hell is called will grant you the stun that is required. It is very potent, and I've even used this on world boss at some point to make sure that I stun in appropriate times, and if you do this accordingly and time this correctly, you can probably double up your stuns in some bosses. It is very neat. let's just fast forward this fight. This is nothing neat, but just note that because I use a different artifact right now, my damage seems significantly lower as well. But ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the video. If you haven't already, make sure to like and sub. And I'm curious, what do you guys think I should have done different? What is your first impression on Valance? Put it down below into the comments, and I'll see you guys into the next one. Peace.